everybody, my name is Troublemaker. I'm playing Citadels. I'm going to go through the campaign and I'm going to do the first mission. This game suffers very heavily from a good introduction, good tutorial. So I'm going to do that. It does bring a lot of interesting stuff to the RTS genre. Some things that will actually throw people off because of how different they are. On the other hand, a lot of them are not implemented particularly well, and they're confusing at times. So that is where I come in. I don't know what I'm doing with these. Okay, this is not an official thing. Okay, that should do whatever that was. I've actually never seen that before. I assume that's gonna make things easier. That's totally new to me, this cards thing. So here's my random soldier group that you of course will not have when playing this, but it actually won't matter because it won't matter, trust me. These guys are confusing as shit. Let's see, so these are our types here. We want to get our peasants separated from the bunch. Now there is no particularly good all select other than double clicking and having all those units move there. So we're going to get all of our peasants down at the town hall. And boom, now we're going to build a house. Now a house is not a house. A house is a shed. Yes, these people live in sheds. So we're going to put down a shed, not a house. And the village hall will automatically produce more peasants as you increase the population. Now, since I have these random units here, randomly here, once again, has no effect on what you'll be doing here at all. Since I have those, I wouldn't be getting as many units as early on, which does actually hurt me quite a bit. So we're going to have... Now, each one of these resource-producing buildings can only support a certain number of units in them. So we have 4 people building. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's add on a 5th. Sure, 1, 2, 5. There can only be a maximum of 8 workers on this building. So this lonely building here, a little bit in trouble now. The building itself is kind of weird because they will actually not always do what you think they ought to do. Sometimes they'll run and go get supplies in the hand. Sometimes they don't need to. It's just really awkward and weird. But that's that. And like I said, yeah, maximum of 6 for this building. I have 5. So we're just gonna keep building some homes. There we go. Now we're gonna max out that wood producing building and just keep building steady stream of homes because you'll want to get the cap, and the cap in this game is 99, I believe. So the stone is over here. There's 2 stone here. I believe there's also some in the south around here somewhere. I've spotted it before, but that's not important. The stone is over here, and keep in mind build 1 of each. So I'm trying to go through this pretty slow one by one. So wood cutting lodge by wood cutters, stone lodge by stone. And we're gonna go ahead and do this. Now note this guy's running away. He's off to get supplies. So that's cool. And once again, just constantly building homes. Now, let's see if I do this. This is a common RTS thing. Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm chaining up a bunch of places to build. He actually won't build all these. He'll only build the last one. You have to individually select each one for him to build. So huge game weakness right there. Come on, stone pit. Now, if I was playing this just for myself, I could just zoom by all this stuff. But I'm trying to do it decently slow so that there's an idea of a progression that we're doing something here. So stone pit's complete. Note 4 to 6. So we'll just add on this guy. Get more stone and this guy. And that will max us out here, 6 of the 6. Okay, next up on the list of resource producing buildings is a farm. Farms are a lot easier. Build them here. Farms only support 3, I believe. 3. So we can only need 3 people building this one. And let's keep getting homes built. Sheds, if you will. Oh, look at that. I'm actually out of wood. Okay, so we're going to build another lumber den. We'll put it up here. Different set of wood. So nope, got 3 in there. All right. Now our last resource gathering is going to be the ore, and the ore is right here. So they go all the way around there to here. And I think ore is 6 as well. I think it's 3666. The number of the beast. And also, a really interesting fact: once you max out your number of homes that you'll need, 99, you can't build. They don't stop you from building them. It's kind of weird, a little quirky. This game's got a lot of quirks to it. And yeah, once I have all these built, and I've gathered at least 1 of each resource, I will move on to the next mission. I say this is a little weird and quirky. Usually you just have 1 of these, and people just freely go back to this. But in this one, they have a limited number of tools, presumably. So this one actually doesn't have information on it. That's not good. That's not good at all. And one thing about capping out is, once you cap out, if you don't know where your workers are, they'll actually just stand around and do nothing, and it's really hard UI-wise to figure out who's not doing anything. So I think I'll put 6 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what it is. We'll see them standing around doing nothing if it's less. But I think it's 6. And this should be the one to do it. No. Well, I shouldn't have too many idle workers. Probably just build some more homes. And it's good to max this out. 99 homes is definitely a good thing. I set my rally for this place to here. And hopefully sooner rather than later. See this guy doing nothing. I don't know why. Should be all done. This guy's just walking in there. That was a mistake or what? Also, it's obscenely hot where I am right now, and I am sweating bullets. So if I make a noise like I'm taking a drink, it's because I am. Ooh, it's good. Okay. Maybe what they want me to do is gather a certain number of resources. That could be it. Because right now I have, except for iron ore, a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of wheat, so maybe we'll make another wheat farm. Of course, wheat farms can be placed anywhere. Sometimes a curse, sometimes a blessing when you put homes everywhere. There we go. Okay, time to move on to do the next thing. So yeah, it's a little bit cryptic, this game is. It's a little bit, doesn't explain too much to you. It'd be nicer if it just said like gather, oh it's 100 of each unit, so in fact I was right about that. So yeah, I just gotta kind of wait for these resources to go up. Apparently hovering over these tells you what to do, you know. But unfortunately these long descriptors actually should be what would be there. So now I got my wheat farm on the go, I should be developing much faster. And I'm spending wheat because, and keep in mind these automatically produce. Can't stop that. And they fill up your population pretty fast. Wheat will get consumed by a certain unit type. Okay, I've decided on I want you over here. Alright, there we go. Now, build a wall, build a tower. This is a really weird one too. So we're going to build our wooden wall. That's wooden tower. Oops. Ha 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 ha. And then we're going to build our wooden wall. I said we are going to build a wooden wall. It's going to link right into that tower. Except it doesn't always build so nicely. A lot of times it builds quite obnoxiously. And you guys can be probably in the front here. Keep the archers behind. So they just have control keys. Control 1 will keybind all these guys. Control 2 keybind all these guys. Here's my archers. And there's my soldiers. But you're all thinking like, but Troublemaker, we just want to know how to build soldiers and whatnot. And trust me, that's coming up eventually. But for now, you have to sit tight because we are going to be doing this stuff. Pretty slow-paced little game. Towers constructed. We can put a ballista or a catapult. I like the ballista. Go ahead and throw that up there. And there's our ballista. What can this do? Place wall attachment, manual fire, instant fire, remove wall attachment. I see. So we have that built. Now it's saying build a moat. Those are words actually. Probably didn't know that though. So we're going to go ahead and build a moat. Said we are going to build a moat. Not through that tree. There we go, a moat. Now we only technically build one block and look, see? I have some idle workers. So I'll get each guy working on a different section. To be less idleless. Okay, population cap soon. Very exciting stuff. So I think this last round of home should cap at my population. There's a lot of obnoxious. Actually, I don't think any of these guys can actually do this. So I wish there was like an idle workers button. That'd be pretty cool. Build a shooting yard. Train at least X number of people. So shooting yard and training grounds. And they're here. Training grounds. And a shooting yard. So close to just pop capping. That's a little RTS term you might not be aware of for population cap. Now of course this doesn't feel like a real moat because there's no dragon, there's no gate, and there's no water in it. Interesting choices all around by the developers. I think this is their first, I'm pretty sure this is their first game ever made, so I mean I can't be too mean to them. Actually it's the publisher he's got to be mean about. They're the ones who release these games. But yes, very incomplete. So now we have a swordsman thing. In order to make your swordsman, you select a group of peasants, right click on the building. Now they'll get added to the building eventually, and you'll get some swordsmen. Now I'm going to rally them all out here. And now we have some archers, same thing here. Just throw them inside and select here, and they're running away. They're actually just going to dump off whatever resources they have in their hands, or pick up one from in here, one or the other. I can't remember which it is. I think they might pick up a sword or something. I don't know, but they will eventually load into these training grounds, and they will produce. They're actually producing right now, and they'll automatically produce. You won't be able to put a unit in there if you what am I trying to say? if you don't have the resources for that unit. So when you hover over the unit, I'll actually show what you need. So this one's time 10, wood 5, wheat 5. And you'll note that I have tons of wheat and I have tons of wood. And this one is ore. No, wheat 5, wood 5. So yeah. It's good to have a nice bit of each. I'm not using all my workers. I'm not just like right-clicking all my workers onto this. Not because I really care about resources, because in a game where you only get 33 units, it's not a big deal. But yeah, I do want to get better units afterwards. So okay, one more home away from that. How many units do I need to make anyway? Oh, I need to make 9. Well, that's why we're not moving on. Let's go ahead and make 9 of each. So 9 short bow archers, 9 swordsmen. Alright, so we get the town hall upgrade. Pretty simple. Now this should also unlock upgrades once I get this one done. So all these wood cutting places will now be able to support more people. Same thing down here with this one. Oh, there it is, 6 of 6. I was in fact right. So it does eventually get a thing on it indicating what and how. Now I am under attack, but you wouldn't be able to tell because it's not much of an attack, of course. So this is our unit tab. Pretty good stuff. I'm gonna make this all one big giant control group. Control 1. Now I can't do anything like shift. Like that doesn't do anything in this game. So that kind of sucks. It's like all these units as they come out. And during this time, you just can constantly under attack from an enemy at some point in time. Like I said, it doesn't matter too much because we're rallying all units out here anyway. Okay, so now we have all these idle peasants, and I could be having these guys work somewhere, but there's no point. I'm better off keeping them centralized so I have a resource available for me. I don't know what this does. This is 10% on it. I assume that's like tax rate, and that's where your gold comes from. I assume so. It's a 10% tax rate in the public. But 10% of what? That's the question, right? 10% of what is going towards this? You know, if I raise this, do people get upset with me? I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm not going to touch it. So I've now upgraded my town hall. There's going to be a group of attackers coming. Of course, I have tons of units here. And yes, I can in fact upgrade all of these. So we'll go ahead and do that. All upgrades are go. Okay, so upgrading all our resource gathering places. And I believe I get some cool things like, yeah, small storage. This means that they no longer have to run away. So let's get a few of those made. So I think they're pretty cool. And by cool, I mean like kind of like a basic thing that all RTS games. Like I said, you don't even notice the attack that's coming. It's because barely. They only attack this location, which is kind of weird and wonky. They won't do anything too strategic. I should note that I do this on hard mode. This is the hard difficulty setting. So yeah, this is as complicated as it gets. So this one's upgraded. It's got 9 workers supporting out. This one's towards an additional 3. 3 there, and of course, yep, so all around awesomeness. Oh, actually, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. They're actually attacking a different location. After I just lied to you and said, they'll never attack here. That's ridiculous. But apparently they do. So, you can't repair buildings in this game, of course, unless you do this. That worked. Okay, that was easy defeated. Yeah, no real UI to tell you that you're being anything. But it's kind of lame. Alright, so now we gotta build advanced buildings. Advanced gathering stuff. So here's a sawmill. I'm gonna put it over here next to this thingy. And we're gonna build a stone cutters. Put it over here next to this thingy. And these will build our advanced resource types. Sure, fine. Might as well keep these guys a bit active, get them moving out. The wall will defend us. Because the enemy is, he's right over here, usually. Maybe he'll be up here a little bit too. He likes to spread himself out, like I am. So, maximum 3. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Make 2 of those. And we'll also have another stonecutter shed. Maybe make another stonecutter shed. So we have different settings here. Aggressive means they'll follow and continue to attack. Defensive means they'll only go a limited range, and that's what I wanted on. Because otherwise they go kind of crazy. They go a little bit berserk. And here's our computer player. Take that, peasant. Poor guy was just doing his job. You can destroy a nice bit of stuff here. It's pretty inconsequential. Doesn't actually do anything in the end. So, stone cutters, I will have a whole bunch of these made. Awesome. Put all our idle workers in the middle. Woodworking places, I have 2 of them. Good. Now, we have 2 other resource types, which of course, unfortunately, require certain types of resources. They need planks, which come from the stone cutters. Not stone blocks come from the stone cutters, and the planks come from the woods peoples. Let's get out of here. This is the one thing we're worried about, a wooden tower. And I can kill it with the army I have. Like I said, just we're going to go through this quest guide thing here. So now it's kind of a hunt for me, finding idle workers. This one says it supports 3, but it actually has 5. I think I'll get these guys out of here. Okay, there we go. Now, can we build the next sets yet? No, still need more resources. Guy just instantly grabbed an axe to try and fight me. I'm pretty sure all the enemies just peasants. I don't think he actually has any real soldiers at this point. Can we build it? Yes, there we go. Baker's shed to make our bread. We have 3 people on that. Okay. And the next one we want to build is the blacksmith shed. We'll need these tools for advanced buildings. Because otherwise you can't finish the game. It actually won't let you finish it unless you build those advanced building types. Alright, getting chased out by light axemen. Who's charging my line? Okay. And this thing convert resources. It literally produce 20 units of weapons and planks. That's all it is. So we actually don't even need one of those building types. I remember this is a game that has a very similar spirit to Stronghold 3. And basically Stronghold 3, as far as micro goes, you would run these guys away, then charge them back in, and play with the archers a bit. And this way you're minimizing the amount of damage you take. But I don't think this will matter at all. So we have new objective, build 2 new catapults. So where's our leftovers at? Do we have any leftovers? Oh my god. Please tell me I have leftovers. And we'll build them pretty close to the front. Just because we want to make this as fast as humanly possible. I don't need you guys on wood anymore. So we're going to have catapults and we're going to build up some cavalry stables. So let's build them up front. No real reason not to. Even on the hardest difficulty, the computer on this very first level is not going to be very aggressive. Remember, peasants transform into attacking units, so every peasant you kill is the last unit you have to actually have to work with yourself. Random chapel here. No idea what that does. Don't ask, don't tell. No, I'm building these things on his base. So I should probably be defending this territory here just a little bit. And we're gonna make this forward rally be an actual forward rally. There we go. And so otherwise this will become a very bad idea very, very quickly. But unfortunately it's not a bad idea. It's a great idea. Best idea ever had. So we will need some units for actually making units. I should probably take from wood cutting, I think. Can't even defend yourself. There are all sorts of cool things you can do, like build a tower on his base is another way to end this. So we can get some cavalry now. I think it's 5 units, 5 peasants, is it? I don't know. It takes a lot of peasants to make a catapult, that's all I know. Let's see, what else can we grab here? Maybe some of you boys can join up. Said some of you guys, jeez. What do we need for this? Weapons, planks, wheat, ore. So to expedite this, we can actually build a market. This will allow us to build the resources, buy the resources we're missing currently. So siege equipment's the same thing as siege equipment is in pretty much every game on the planet. You build it, it fires on buildings, wins games. Unfortunately, this one, the siege equipment is very awkward. It actually doesn't outrange a lot of units. Or actually, not a lot of units, a lot of the towers. So it's really awkward type unit to use, which is rather unfortunate. These guys building or are they standing? I think they're just standing here. And yeah, these things do take some time to build as well. Horses, not so much. I think they're like 20 seconds? 35. Jesus, that is a lot. These guys take 60 seconds to build each one. So here's our first catapult. Pretty exciting stuff, I agree. White reticle indicates the range of this. Now, watch that. That's that range. And this one, much higher range. Overflows the screen. The damage it does is pretty crazy though. I mean, 200 compared to like 40. Still not crazy considerable or anything like that. Okay, so we need to get more cavalry units, I guess. Because otherwise this mounted cavalry units just can be lonely. 4 peasants can't even build sheds. You guys up a bit. Now this tutorial doesn't mention the cavalry at all. In no way. And I'm not entirely sure why. Also, at this point, it doesn't tell you what to do anymore. You're just supposed to assume that you're supposed to charge in. Now this thing is pretty high on hit points, so I mean, can't be completely ignored or anything like that. Note, range of this guy is very tiny. I might lose both my siege units here. They do the damage, that's good. This would normally take a lot longer to destroy. And Earl's Tower is the final objective, and once you destroy that, your mission will be completed. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope this little walkthrough was helpful. You got a better idea how the game works, how to play it. And if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel. My name is Troublemaker. If you need more help with more missions, say so in the comments.